Today, there's two things we're going to learn. The first one is on your worksheet. After that, we're just going to take a small amount of notes. But we want to know about a reference angle. It's going to help us do our lesson for tomorrow. A reference angle is an acute angle. What does acute angle mean? Less than 90. Yep. Yep, it's the cutie. Very good. Less than 90 degrees. Okay. An acute angle formed between the x-axis and the terminal side of the angle. I'll let you write that down and think about it. Or it can be very quiet. Ballers trying to get in there. We got it? So if I look at an angle, Morgan, give me an angle somewhere between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. 140. So we're going to look at a 140 degree angle. Everybody agree that that's about what a 140 degree angle would be? This is what we call the initial side of the angle. It's the first part of the angle. We talked about this before. And then this is what we call the terminal. It's the ending side of the angle due to rotation. Reference angles are very important. And we've kind of introduced them a little bit when you're doing some stuff earlier in the previous chapter, but this is the reference angle. It's the acute angle between the x-axis and the terminal side. Always the x-axis. Sometimes people try to find a reference angle to the y-axis. It's always to the x-axis. So our answer needs to be somewhere between 0 and 90. If this is a 140 degree angle, anybody want to tell me what the reference angle is? 40. That's it. You will have an assignment similar to this. Let's talk about the reference angles. 125 degrees. It's in the second quadrant. That's going to be the reference angle. 180 and 125. Anybody know? 55 degrees. Yes, but I want to make sure that you see enough examples because they can get a little bit more challenging. For example, we have negative angles. So here we have 200 degrees. Which quadrant is 200? Third quadrant. And again, the x-axis is 180. What's the angle formed between 200 and 180? 20 degrees. I have a 37-degree angle. This here is 0 or 360, depending on what kind of number you're looking at. What's the angle measure between 37 and 0? 37. Yeah, I would say so. That's a fine way to think of it. Let's look at 342. Which quadrant would 342 be? Fourth quadrant. 342 is in the fourth quadrant. Again, don't think about 270. You always think about the x-axis. Anybody want to think about the angle formed between 360 and 342? 18. Usually I trick people with this one. 275, which quadrant? It's the fourth quadrant because this is 270, right? So a lot of people say 5 degrees. Do you understand why people say 5 degrees? Yeah, because they do it to the y-axis. But it's not. It's 85 degrees. Please try the next two on your own. Try 95 and negative 116 on your own. See if you can come up with it. 95 and negative 116. 95 degrees will be sitting in the second quadrant. 95. So this is 180. Anybody thoughts? Looking for that measurement right there. 85 degrees. Negative 116. That's going to be right here. So if this is negative 116, the question is, how many more degrees do I have to turn to get to 180? Well, that would be whatever 180 minus 116 is, which is 64 degrees. An acute, your answer will always be positive. It will always be between 0 and 90. 493. Uh-oh. That's more than once around, isn't it? Isn't negative 493 the same as negative 360 and negative 133? So we're going to go around negative 360 and we're going to go around another 133 degrees. So if this is 133 degrees, how many more do I have to go to get to 180? 47 degrees. That's your reference angle. And finally, the last one, 181. Looking for the angle between the terminal side and the x-axis. 1 degree. 1 degree. Go ahead. I will have the answer key posted. That's it for today.